You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just get Celebrini to buy into the yeah, we're gonna do everything we can to win on the court, but what are you doing off the court to help your team win? You know what I mean? So
Right.
let's get him to hang out with Steph.
Now let's turn to the team that is in the Bay Area right now. That's the San Jose Sharks team that's on my hat right now. So
Wait,
I guess
wait,
I'm gonna start with
wait,
some good
wait,
news.
wait, wait.
I'm gonna start. Yeah, I knew you had a Sharks hat on as well. I'm gonna start with some good news. The Sharks have never trailed this season. Bad news
Yeah,
is they have not won yet. They have not won a game yet. They have not trailed, but they haven't won a game yet. That's
they
it hurts.
haven't finished the game in regular time
They
either.
have not they have not trailed for a single second this season. Okay. So that's a promising start. They have not won a game yet. It's only been 2 games. Um, let's start with some things. There's not a captain as of yet this season. They started off by naming Tyler Toffoli going to wear the A for every game. So he's your de facto captain, but not wearing a C. He's going to be the permanent A. Barclay Goodrow and Macklin Celebrini are going to wear the A for home games. Mario Ferraro and Alex Wenberg are going to wear the A on road games. Um, uh, I don't know, man. Coaches really love Barclay Goodrow. We saw it in his first stint with the Sharks. We saw it in Tampa, and we saw it in New York, and we're seeing it now. For whatever reason, coaches really love him, but when he's on the ice, I don't know, man. Mistakes happen, and I don't get it. But good on him for um, you know getting that ice time, getting that paycheck. Good on you, bud. Um, okay, so the owner Hasso Plattner, he actually had some stuff to say
Yeah.
during opening festivities. So they asked him some questions. He had some press availability. He talked about when he traded when Tomas Hertl asked for his trade last season, or I guess a couple seasons ago now at this point. He said that Tomas said, "Please let me go. I played 10 years for San Jose. I got 3 knee injuries. If I get one more, I'm done. Please let me go to a team where I can have a chance to win this goddamn cup." So I mean, I respect it. And they sent him to Vegas, which hurt a lot. But that's a team that's basically from their inception has been in the mix to win the cup, and they did get the cup fairly recently. So I respect an owner that respects his players enough to give them what they what they ask for. He actually had stuff to say about the Erik Karlsson deal as well. He said, first, 1 star is not enough. Second, his qualities and his deficiencies. He was not the most team friendly player. He was good, but was probably very good on a very good team. So maybe he was, as soon as the team went bad, maybe not the best player to have around, I guess was the implication there. And then he talked about former GM Doug Wilson. He said, all these years we worked together, he told me he didn't like long-term deals. And then all of a sudden we made long-term deals for Vlasic, Hertl, Carlson. I don't know what happened. Probably he was afraid of the future. If we lose these players, he will go down with a losing team, which we finally did. And he had a
You
bunch
know,
of
I
other
like
quotes as well.
I
But
like
yeah.
the I like the honesty.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
Yeah, we don't hear from him a lot, but I'm glad that he's actually is a guy that is in regular contact with his players. He's in regular contact with the front office, but he also is somebody that's gonna let him do the thing too, and he's willing to. We talked about it before. He's gonna let the GM, and he gives them the green light. He trusts the guys to do their job. He's trusting Mike Greer to do the process of the rebuild and now the building back up. He's letting the smart guys do the smart guy things, and he's unafraid to cash the checks when it's time to cash the checks. And and he's
Yeah, I mean, from that is the first time I've heard of this. So I, my personal take about it is I love the openness. I love the honesty about it all. And I think what I like about it most is that he didn't throw anyone under the bus. He could have easily have thrown, our former GM under the bus. He could have easily have thrown Carlson under the bus, and I don't think he did. I think he said things that made sense, right? Like Carlson was probably disgruntled because he signed this big contract and the team had players that could go the distance, and then all of a sudden it didn't, and he was on a team that couldn't go the distance. I would be disgruntled too. So um, I liked everything about that. I mean, I know that he sold part of the ownership so he can get liquidated assets to be able to build this team more in the off season. So he's all about this team and wanting to produce a winner, and I think his words are good merit. There's a lot of owners out there that would throw their players under the bus or throw their former GMs under the bus. So I'm on board. This just makes me like this team even more than I did before.
Yeah. He also even talked about Macklin Celebrini. I have a quote on that. When Celebrini was named one of the 5 alternate captains, and they're charting a path for him to eventually don the C. He said, "I'm so happy about Celebrini, how he can do everything, but he does everything possible for the other players, for his partners on the ice too. So he's kind of locked into. He's paying attention." To the games as well. So that's good to see too.
Let's get
you know,
Celebrini and Steph Curry to just hang out for like an off season. You know what I'm saying?
You want to break the internet?
yeah. Yeah. So I mean, uh, Shang Peng asked him why he hasn't like talked much to the media, and he actually had a kind of a mic drop response. He said, "Because there wasn't much to say, wasn't much to talk about," was the exact quote. That's
It's
the only
true.
reason. Uh, Scoreboard. Yeah, he's right. So yeah, that was kind of there was a whole lot of media availability there. So that was pretty fun. So okay, so let's talk about the games themselves. Thursday was the opening night game. There was a lot of scoring on Thursday. Sharks ended up losing in overtime 4-3. We kind of hinted at it before. Um, sorry. So the Sharks were up 3-2 with under 2 minutes to play, and then you miss an empty net opportunity. You miss the second attempt on the wraparound from a stick lift, and then off a dump in attempt. Really, it wasn't even a true shot on goal, but it was just a really bad bit of puck luck, or good bit of puck luck if you're an evil Vegas fan. It bounces in and and there the game is tied. I don't know what else you can say. That was just really, really bad puck luck for the Sharks. For a really fortunate bounce for Jack Eichel, and then in overtime, Nedeljkovic goes way out of his crease, like almost to the blue line to go play a puck. He then misplays it, and then
Terrible.
Riley
Terrible.
Smith has the easy tap in. It was uh really early in overtime.
I
And
don't even
then
know how to explain how that
When
was
I
such a
saw
blunderous
that,
job.
that on my phone, because I didn't have whatever app it was on.
yeah,
So when I saw the highlight on my phone, I literally wanted to throw my phone against a wall. I was
yeah,
like, "What was that?"
yeah. I was not. I was. I was
I
astonished
was
that it happened,
offended.
man. I could not believe what I had just
What?
seen.
I've
It
never
was
seen that, dude.
it was my jaw had dropped. It was bad. Like, okay.
You know what?
So,
The Sharks
but
have been doing this, so they did this 2 years ago. Remember the image of three of our D linemen laid out on the ice while they're holding
mhm,
the stick? We
yeah,
won that game.
yeah, yeah.
So
So,
like,
but you know what? So that game happens on Thursday. You know what? That's a cup contending team. Bad luck on the puck, to tie the game. you know what? Shit happens. We move on. We're playing Anaheim. Surely that can't happen again. Surely that, that's not going to happen again, right? Okay, fast forward to you're up 6-5 with less than a minute to go. And with 19 minutes and 9 seconds into the third period, Anaheim with the extra man because they've emptied they pulled the goalie. Chris Kreider, he fires a shot. Askarov gives up a rebound, and then everyone on defense is just kind of standing there with their thumbs up their ass. Nobody's reacting to it. Kreider gets another shot at it, and then he buries it home. Askarov gives up, he needs to work on a little bit of his rebound control. He kind of got left hung out there to dry a bit, man. Like I feel a little bit bad. Some of the goals he gave up, a couple of them he's gonna want back, but a couple of them, I don't know what you can really do about that. So the save percentage doesn't look great. It's an 837% save percentage for him, but it's like, so some of those goals, like you're defending a 2-on-1, and what can you do, right? So it's a little rough.
It's
And then
heartbreaking
in
because this team
overtime,
I mean, the coach said it in the post gamer
yeah.
interview is, we should be 2-0. And I
Mhm.
don't think any one of us thought that they were going to be a playoff bound team this year, but you should be 2-0. 2-0 is 2-0.
That's right. Yeah,
And
yeah.
and
So
and you gave it away.
right now they're because both of these games were lost in overtime, they get the loser's point. So you have 2 points in the standings, but but you should have 4 points in the standings right now. So it's like you have 1 win in the standings, but you should have 2 wins in the standings. Upcoming games, you're hosting Carolina. That's another cup contender. Then you go at Utah on Friday. That's a team that is a
You
very
have
trendy
to
playoff
beat
pick.
that team. I think the
That's
Sharks have to be the team to set a tone, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think so.
Set the tone, boys. And then you're hosting Pittsburgh on Saturday. The second game of a back to back. I think that would be kind of a fun. It's the second game on a back to back though, so like it's kind of tough for my win of the week to be Pittsburgh. They're the worst team of the bunch, but for the second game on a back to back, I think I'm actually, for my win of the week, I'm gonna pick Utah.
I'm also going to take Utah. I think you got to set tone and beat that team. Otherwise, we might as well start ramping up the old. Is Gavin McKenna in play?
Yeah, the tank. Yeah, the tankathon. Yeah. Otherwise, Sam, who's your win of the week? You got Carolina, Utah, and Pittsburgh.
Just to break it up, I'll go with Pittsburgh.
All right, you'll take the back end of the back to back. All right, that's fine. All right. Cool. I kind of forgot about our win of the week segment last week. Otherwise we would have done that. Wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Wouldn't have mattered.
No, because we didn't get a win. So that's that for that. Unfortunate, no wins, but that's
Wait,
you know
Vince. Vince, it's a new year.
It's a new
It's
year.
a new season.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to give? If they get the win, they get the point, right? But do you want to get a half a win if it's in regular or overtime?
Do I want to get do I want to award a loser's point? Is what you're asking?
Right. You don't lose it. You don't lose it if you get it wrong. If they get the win, you get the point, right? But if you call it in regulation or in overtime, you get a half a point.
No.
That way you can break up your tiebreaker.
No. We won't worry about that. We won't worry.
You know why he
about
doesn't
that.
want to do it? You know why he
Just
doesn't
do
do it, Sam? It's because he was like 14 games behind us last season.
Doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter. I started making picks to try to catch up last year. That's why. That's why I ended up so far back. It's because I had to be bolder. And it ended up not mattering. When you start falling behind that far, you got to get crazier, and it's just not working out. Anyway,
I'm just giving you a chance for a half point, man. You never know.